No. No.
Hey!
Hey!
Oh, wait a minute. I have a trade that's worth it.
In my way.
See if the money's right.
Such a money looking funny.
Yep. For real though. Like, damn.
Hey, Liz.
What's up, man?
You up in your seat, huh? Just rolling around right now, huh? They ain't played the game yet. Just rolling around.
Here we go.
I don't even know why you tripping.
Hey, sometimes you get those games. I've been there, man. I mean, you can't avoid them. They there. Sometimes they come out. And when you least expect it.
Hey, yeah, they do come out and start beating your ass, but then second half come out, you do that one play, touchdown. Let's go, D.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta play to your strengths.
Tonight, from AT&T Stadium
Still
in Arlington, Texas.
You could be working.
It's time for Monday Night
Broadcast is up, fellas.
EA Sports.
I'm watching it right now. Took you 10 minutes to start the game.
I know, man. My bad. What is that? Oh, that shit had me in the motherfucking dimension. So I thought I was getting ready to go into time or back.
Hey, you got that Star Trek ringtone.
That's tight.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Tonight we wrap up Week 3 with a good Monday nighter here between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. It's the first weekend of autumn and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
First down, Tomlinson. And his first pass is incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tomlinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
All right, I'm going to send this to you. Not through the...
And that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction, and he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
He's watching Ledge play right
And
now.
he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
This
defense for the Cowboys very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0.
I don't like that.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the
yeah.
quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that's what Mark.
On third down, Tomlinson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Yo, what's up, Chief?
Coverage and decided to test them early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Yo.
Ryan Stonehouse on the punt.
Yeah, about the broadcast.
All right.
Who do you play?
This Chief playing the Chargers. Ain't
Great
number
job
the
here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it chipped up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about the benefits.
Nah, I can't trade Queenie.
But yeah, you want Bobby, right?
Back near his goal line, it's Prescott.
You see, lad?
Complete on the deep.
You see,
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was
Don't start that
I
bullshit.
can imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
You won't give up Queen, but you want to have a guarantee. Fucking Smith, get the fuck out of here. I told you,
About the 7 or 8 yard line.
You can't hurt me if I don't accept it.
That's fine.
That's fine.
You coming after Bobby and don't want to give up nobody.
Exactly, right? No, I doubt.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
That's okay. I'm gonna look on the Ravens.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Prescott off play action. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. He's at the 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Cowboys. Jamison Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Then look, right? Leg.
What's up?
No, I would agree with that totally.
Then.
You're looking at an offensive coordinator, conservative.
He wanted to give Jones in the first round for Carlton Davis. He didn't want to give up Pat. Make it sense.
What could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling.
He just trying to blindside.
Right.
Nah, I don't try to blindside nobody.
The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
Already feel bad. Give the fans to the
Touchdown.
That nigga about to get. I can't wait to watch one of his music games.
Listen, it's simple. He gonna get double teamed all fucking game.
You can't double team everybody.
It don't matter. You don't know what I'm gonna do.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
I hear you.
From a couple yards deep,
You traded him inside your division? Tell me it ain't so. Tell me it ain't so.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. Early on, you know, Giants every game, measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
It must have been real good.
Division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because in this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16.
User sat. That look like chords. Oh, that's Doherty. Ooh. Doherty. Let's go.
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot the last couple of games.
He gave me Kyle Bateman,
So the completion
Chris
results there in 9 yards.
DeMarco Jackson. And I gave him Vader and Harry in front of mine.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
It don't matter. I'm a team builder.
That's what's up.
Third down, Tomlinson.
Ooh, dig. Woo! That boy did. That was cold. Wow. Yeah, man, that was nasty. Damn. Who? Nah, I'm the Cowboys. I'm playing the Giants.
Why don't you stream?
I am. I'm streaming.
Oh yeah, I gotta go.
They have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Possession switching back to the New York Giants. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing after the interception. Tomlinson got his man complete over the middle. That's Ford. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On first down, it's Curry. He'll get this to about the 38.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Tomlinson. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Tomlinson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Back to throw. Tomlinson. He finds his man complete. It's Ford. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Who's going to keep it? He's going to try to run for it. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down.
I love it. You see the snap, and you think it's going to be a hold, but all of a sudden, he's hopping up and taking off and running with the ball.
Well, this is a tough one. You don't see this too often, right? I mean, starting from down on a knee, and plus, you don't know what to expect from your holder in a spot like this usually.
Yeah, and because it takes a little bit extra time, you're counting on your guys up front to do an extra good job of blocking. You might have to hold it a little bit longer in order for him to get going and get moving towards a first down.
Ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Tomlinson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd and 2, Tomlinson, and he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Michael Pittman from 3 yards out, and the Giants are back within a score. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that one makes it 14-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was capped off on the touchdown catch by Michael Pittman. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's a one-upsmanship going on right now because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Prescott. That pass caught, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
This ain't no fucking announcement. You know, 420, nothing.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Nothing.
Here's Prescott. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. The Cowboys at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Up the middle with Eckler. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and blitzing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they move the ball with relative ease.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle they go. Boykin. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
On 2nd down, Boykin. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 24. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
A
little costly there. You wipe out the first down. You also move further back.
No doubt about it. So you went from moving the sticks to them staying in the same spot, except for that one guy carrying the yard marker. He moves back farther.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff up the middle. Boykin. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And snapped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 48 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Up the middle they go. Boykin, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite. But the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Operating from the gun, Tomlinson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
On 3rd down, Curry, and he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And taken right at the 35. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense. He's up over 100 yards, has the touchdown. He's a big-time receiver in this league, so the question becomes, how do you limit him going forward?
Well, you know the guys trying to cover him, they haven't had a whole lot of success thus far, and while they will still accept the challenge, maybe you have to change your focus. You have to get after the quarterback a little bit, disrupt his timing, because right now it feels like pitch and catch. Make sure he's not able to have clear sight lines to him, and maybe that'll slow him down.
And this is not the guy you want to let play pitch and catch. He's airing it out for Williams. And this one is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan. We're trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now Prescott. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Prescott. Williams brings it in. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Prescott. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. middle. Boykin, and he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Bass is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
It's a squibber picked up around the 27. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. No break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. Right side to Williams. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Off the play fake, Prescott rolling to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And his throw is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Tomlinson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Hey, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half, and for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. He's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. New York set to take the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
From the gun on third down, Tomlinson.
Yeah.
Down, a Cowboys sack.
Yeah.
Defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback.
So.
It's been a tough one all game.
She has to be tased for 5 minutes.
What? 5 minutes?
5 seconds.
Oh, okay. I was like, that'll kill her.
It's coming right on top of him.
Gracie, Supergirl. You see Supergirl. Oh my God. I am so proud of her. Tell her I said hey.
Hi, Dallas.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for New York.
Little nephew, she's in the service.
He's averaging just under 50
had to be
yards
tased
a
for
run
5
as he gets
seconds.
this away.
That's crazy.
Big kick that time, 52 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. The offense coming back out here, plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On play action, Prescott. He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jamison Williams with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cowboys get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On third down, Tomlinson can't get away, and he's taken down. Dexter Lawrence able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And out now come the Cowboys. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On second down now, Boykin. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, it's Pollard. Oh, he's got a little daylight. They nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
Come on, man.
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
You don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard, and he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And New York set to take the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
To throw on second down, Tomlinson. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Should their woes on offense continue, that's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 68 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Boykin. And here he'll get it down to the 7. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Play action now. Prescott rolling to his right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind. Mike McCarthy pretty decisive. He brings out that red challenge flag. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down?
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. On 2nd down, Boykin. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? To throw is Prescott. That's going to be caught by Pitts. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
The kick by Bass is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
New York set to take the field. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his
Yo,
keys,
Ledge. What's good, man?
and he couldn't even get going.
Roll out. Got that dub. Not yet. Yeah, what's up, man? Dang it. He's gonna take it to school as soon as you said this shit. God damn it. Aw, shit.
62 yards.
62
And the
yards.
Giants get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
It's not my
Extra
fault.
point splits the uprights as they make the score just a
Nah.
slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of
See
play.
what's happening. See what's happening.
Out is the
I gotta
kickoff
play the
unit as they run
Steelers
up and
tonight.
send this
I
one
don't know
away.
how he plays.
Should be
Taken
interesting.
at the goal line.
I need Santos to go off in
Good
this
here
game.
right at the 30-yard line. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Prescott on first down. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Prescott from the gun. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Boykin. 50 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 47. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with a lead. You love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Here's Bass now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things in this ball game. The self-inflicted wounds. They've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Tomlinson. He finds his man complete. That's Schultz. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Off play action. Tomlinson. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Dexter Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Well, Prescott here to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. First down, Prescott.
Nigga,
They'll roll him out right.
Dupe. Oh, damn, dude. God damn it.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle,
go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Cowboys, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints.